Okay, so I'd like to teach you some tips and tricks on how to use an iPad. There are a lot of different ways to avoid using the home button all the time. I've been told that the home button is often the most frequent piece of an iPad that breaks, and it's also extremely expensive to repair, almost really not worth the repair. Just buying a new iPad is usually what ends up happening. So this video will help you learn how to avoid using the home button so you can assist in teaching your students to do the same. So you'll see that my iPad is set up to my home screen. It doesn't matter what screen you're on, these functions will work on any of your screens. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to see what apps are open, because you'll want to clear out your app history in the background to avoid extended battery use. So in order to do that, you use your 4 index fingers, you touch the screen, and you push up. And you'll see that it opens smaller windows. And all of these windows are the different apps that I have waiting in the background of my iPad. So in order to close them out completely, just choose the app you are completely finished using and swipe up, and it will close your app completely. You can do that for all of them, or as many of them as you know you're not going to be needing. And when you're done, all you have to do is find the screen that you want to go to and tap on it, and it will come back to full size. The other trick that you can use with your students is once you are inside of an app and you are finished and you want to return to your home screen, you can get to your home screen without pressing your home button. You use all 5 fingers and you make a pull up and away motion, almost like you're lifting a cloth from the screen. So when you do that, put all 5 fingertips on the screen and pull away, and you'll see that you get right back to your home screen. Those are the 2 tricks and tips to avoid using your home button. I always, when my iPad is on sleep mode, always use my top function button, my power off and power on button, to turn my iPad on instead of pressing my home button as well. So there's a little extra tip for you. Once you are ready and able and have downloaded some apps, you'll notice that my app screen is very full. And I'm approaching the capacity of what I have for memory in my, on my iPad. So in order to get rid of some of the apps that are on my screen, but not get rid of them completely from my account, all I have to do is press and hold over one of my icon or my app pictures, and you'll see that they begin to shake, and they all get a little X mark right here. These X marks are what you would have to press to get rid of any of the apps or icons that you want. And there's a little message that will come up that say, deleting this app will also delete all of its data. If that's okay with you, you go ahead and press delete. Do that for as many apps as you need to, and it functions for all screens on your iPad, not just on your current screen. When you are done, that is when you want to press your home button to stop those apps from shaking and to stop them from being deleted accidentally. If by chance they are deleted accidentally, all you have to do is go back to your app store, go back to your purchases, and re-download any apps. And you'll see that there's a cloud button with an arrow pointing down for you to download again. So that's how to get rid of an app. I'm sure you all know how to install an app, so I'm not going to review that. But one last thing I do want to review is what icons you have down here in your toolbar or your menu bar. These icons can change as well. So let's say that I want to change one of my icons. I can get rid of my messaging feature and have it come to my screen and only have 3 choices. I can get rid of my music as well and only have 2 choices. Or I can take an app that I use very frequently and I can bring that down into my tray to use and access on any page. The page no longer matters. The app is there for me to access at any time. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial video on iPad tips and tricks.